It's been about a month since La-Crosse police discovered the body of a woman in Cameron Park. Her name was Eve Mulak. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen met with her loved ones who believe her death could have been prevented.
Amy, Eve Mulak's family believes she died from an untreated infection. That's one reason they're sharing her story. What's most important to them is honoring Eve for the person she really was.
We all search for a place to just be. Eve Mulak found peace at her bench.
That was where she felt safest in the world.
Eve's friend, Sarah Reps Fleitner, remembers her well.
I saw her light. It was beautiful. And we've had those moments over the years.
By the time Eve was in her early 20s, she was struggling with mental illness and her diagnosis of bipolar schizoaffective disorder.
She started hearing voices that she couldn't ignore. Her family would get her some help, and then she'd be great. But it was never back to here. New normal was here.
Last fall, when she wasn't taking her meds, Eve was hospitalized. She hit a nurse and was arrested. While in jail, Sarah says Eve was somehow injured and had an open wound. It got infected. Eve's family hasn't received her autopsy results, but believe the infection, combined with a lack of care, led to her death.
Everybody that knew and loved Eve knew exactly where she was, and we told them exactly where to find her. We knew where she was. She never strayed from that bench. If she was nowhere, she was at that bench.
Sarah is angry with the La-Crosse County Aging and Disability Resource Center.
I do believe that La-Crosse County Aging and Disability completely dropped the ball on that.
Sarah says Eve was their client. Before Eve's death, her family asked the agency to check on her. Sarah says no one from the agency followed through.
When I saw the news and I saw the bench and it listed a 49-year-old woman had passed, then I saw the tarps.
News 8 Now asked the agency's executive director to respond. A county spokesman said they had no comment.
They're not getting the help they need, and then they end up falling through the cracks and sitting on a bench, then dying there.
Sarah is sharing Eve's story in an effort to stop another person from falling through the cracks. And
she mattered. She wasn't just a dead person in the park.
To remind everyone she can that beneath mental illness is someone who is loved.
I want her to be remembered for her light days and not her dark days.
Eve's family started a campaign in her memory. They made bracelets that say, "You matter, she mattered."
Wow, thank you, Emily. And Eve's family plans to raise money to help those in need. They recently spent roughly $1,000 from Eve's estate to buy tarps and ropes for other unsheltered people.